Good morning, lovelies. It is the next day. Little disclaimer, I lost like a lot of my video, and so when I was editing last night, I literally could not find it anywhere, so I don't know where it went. So I wanted to give a disclaimer, and I am sorry that everything that I was showing you about the pressure canner, how to properly look at your jars and know the differences between certain concepts and vocabulary, all of that was lost. And prepping the jars and putting them in the canner, so I don't know what that happened, and I'm so sorry. So that's why the last half is kind of a little weird. I don't really go into great detail. I did put a little bit of side notes on it, to where hopefully that you guys could understand what I'm doing. But I will have more videos of canning itself, so don't be too disappointed with that. But I really hope you guys at least enjoy the rest of the video, because it was a lot of fun to make. So just know that I am sorry, and I'm gonna go finish up this video and then send it off to you guys. All right. Okay, so I got my second batch. I was only able to get 4 quarts and 1 pint of broth left over, and then I still have this one in this stock pot that I'll probably end up doing tomorrow. I wanted to show you, this is just one of the rags with all of, this only went through one, but this is the crud, well, the extras that I pulled out with this one, which I think I will really enjoy. I mean, I know it takes more time, but I think I'll really enjoy this, because I even had some of the broth last night and it was so good. Evan and I like to drink broth just to drink it, and then the kids will drink it whenever they're sick. So I think that will be a lot more beneficial for us, for a smoother drink, and it tastes better. The other one, I mean, it's just full of, like, I don't want to unravel it, but it's pretty gross. So that is what I got. In the meantime, while I was waiting for that one to be pressure cooked, while I was pressure cooking the first round, and then the second round, while I was letting it cool, I was able to cut up all of my meat. Whether I get to it today or not, I don't know, but at least it's one step closer. So I got all of our venison meat cut up here. Some of it was already cut up, some of it wasn't. Since it is deer season right now, I wanted to get that all out of my freezer. Plus, like I said before, I really enjoy canned stewed meat because of the texture, and it's just more, it's not as tough, you don't have to worry about it, and I like not worrying. And then I got some beef as well, so don't know how much I have of each, but we're gonna fill it and we're gonna see what it does, like how many I get. I'm gonna put them in pint jars to roughly about half of roughly 1 pound is what that'll be. So, and I could fit 20 pint jars into my pressure canner, so I don't think I have 20's worth, but we're still gonna put them all in. By the way, I have 1 pint jar in my pressure canner. That is perfectly fine if you have 2 separate ones, and I only have 5 jars in there, and that's perfectly fine too. Just make sure that they're all equaled and leveled and sturdied out. But whenever you have lesser and more volumes, so since I have quarts and a pint in there, I'm gonna go off of the quart size time amount in there. So it's only 5 minutes extra longer. It does kind of deplete nutritionally, and if you have like food, it could make it a little bit more mushy, but I'm not honestly too worried about it. right, so that was about 1 inch this time. I was definitely watching it that time. Making sure all my bubbles are out. This one went much smoother than the venison did. Added way too much of the venison. That's okay. Got some of it out. It's already creating its own juices again, so. Next, take our rabbit. Yes. One more. And he dropped my rag. Now I have to use my last one. I'm hoping I don't need it.
I hope you're recording.
I was.
That's fantastic.
Hey there, what? Minutes. Also, in order to find out which one was the venison and which one was the beef, all I did was put different lids on them. So, well, rings, because I couldn't find all of, I didn't want to go get more lids just for this. But I did have enough gold rings for my venison, and then silver rings for my beef. So, just a little tip. Doing multiple things that are the exact same thing. Alright, so I'm trying to get this done in between dinner. So, let's see, I'm going to take the last of my beautiful stock. Water on top of that, but it don't matter none. Ooh, cast iron. Those are my little one there. Ha! Oh yeah. We're having steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans tonight, so I had to make sure that that's getting done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for that water to cool just a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to lay my jars, because they got a little, they're not really warm anymore, so I'm going to wait until that water cools down, and then I'm going to have it kind of come up together. So cook it a little bit, but that's fine. Alrighty everyone, so I finally got the meat in here. I did break a jar of meat, I'm not gonna lie. I was too impatient. Instead of just pouring out the water, I wanted to see if it was cool enough, and I had a feeling it wasn't, but I went ahead and did it. It is what it is. So all I did, there we go, all I did was just throw all that stuff away. I don't want any glass in there. I emptied out the water, rechanged it. So here I got 10 jars in there. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my canner rack, because these we can double stack as long as you have the rack in there. Put it kind of in the center, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest. And I'm just gonna turn it on, and hopefully that, it'll all come to temp together with my broth. It looks so good. Take a look. This one, I believe I would have had more. Let's see. So I would have used, so that would have been a quart. Yeah, I would have had like maybe another quart. Yeah, I would have had another quart jar. Except yesterday, I used it for gravy for dinner. And then tonight, I used some of the broth that was sitting on the stove for today, and I'm using it for gravy as well, because we're having a steak.
I heard you say you're using broth for gravy, and I will try it.
Okay.
Because at least if it's in gravy and I can't taste it, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Meaning in broth. Well, eat it broth.
3 gallons, because I had 3 gallons. So it brought me, anyways, it would have brought me over a little over 14 quarts, which I feel is the bomb. I'm also, once again, using the exact same bones in my second round of broth. So I'll get even more out of this. It's looking really good. And then maybe I could get a third. So you guys, it takes a little bit of time, but the quality is amazing. And knowing what is in your food is even more amazing. There's no extra additives, no nothing. I did not add salt to my broth. The reason why I did not add salt is because my son has to have a low sodium diet anyways, and so does my husband. And I don't want to have something really salty, like maybe we're doing like a soy sauce or something like that, or I don't know, random salty things. I want to be able to add that salt instead of it already being in here and then I forget that it's in there and then I make it extra salty. Okay, you guys, dinner is done. It is late, and I just wanted to show you the final result. So altogether, I got 11 quarts and 1 pint of the broth so far. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I have also 8 of the, let's see, that one been the venison, and then I have I guess 6 of the beef. So altogether, I think that is a really, really good haul for the night. I only lost 1 jar, so I take that as a win. And the jar, I'm pretty sure it was the, it would have been the beef. I lost 1 beef. Also, you guys, I wanted to fill you in on a little something. Are the delicious cinnamon apples. Okay, so the cinnamon apples are absolutely delicious. I probably would put a little less lemon juice in it. So since I did about 4 tablespoons of lemon juice per quart. So I would probably do 2 or 3. Try 3 and then back it down to 2, just in my personal opinion. But they are so good and so ready. My apple cider vinegar, the raw apple cider vinegar, I really haven't seen much of that. It's been bubbling a little bit, but like it could take a few weeks, 2 months. So here we are. But seriously, I wanted to let you know. So you could see it's a little bit more cloudy. See through there. And you could tell that the fermentation is there. Little bubbly. But I wanted to see what they tasted like last night, and they were so good. And then I tasted them. I had more of a lemon kick on the second day. Not much of the cinnamon, obviously. There's a cinnamon stick. But then on the second day, the cinnamon stick really showed through, and it was very, very good. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you lovelies later.